Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Kimora Simmons shared a series of angry Instagram stories on Monday in which she accused her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, of assaulting their youngest daughter Aoki Simmons, ex-model age 48, accuses Russell, age 65, of threatening their kids' lives, claiming that Aoki, age 20, has terrible panic attacks every time she talks to him and has been put on emergency medicine as a consequence. The horrifying video shows Russell berating his daughter, who is weeping and visibly upset over a muted FaceTime chat. "I'm very sorry that this is necessary, but he has been making death threats on my children. I can make out a lot more details now. We refuse to be intimidated or scared." Kimora posted the video on Monday because who gives a F, as she put it. "No one should have to put up with this," she said. "Nobody's kid. Abuse is what we have here. This is not acceptable. That's not cool. The threats, all the scare tactics. This is not acceptable." DailyMail.com has attempted to contact Kimora and Russell's agents, but they have not responded. Kimora filed for divorce from Russell after 11 years of marriage in 2009, alleging irreconcilable differences. Ming Simmons, age 23, is their joint daughter. Russell filed a lawsuit against Simmons, born Perkins, and her second husband, Tim Leisner, alleging that they stole 4 million shares of his stocks in 2018. The New Yorker from Queens claimed that they had fraudulently transferred $44 million in legal and jail costs incurred by Leisner in order to pay for his own defense. By pleading guilty to criminal conspiracy to conduct money laundering, the 51-year-old ex-Goldman Sachs banker avoided prison time for his role in the theft of $2.7 billion from the Malaysian wealth fund 1MDB. Aoki, the youngest of their 3 children, just graduated from Harvard and is interning for New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Aoki also showed off a muted video of her most recent FaceTime call with Russell, in which the obvious anger on his face was evident even through the screen. "To the point where I had to take emergency medicine after every conversation with you. Dad, I had to quit talking to you," Aoki texted to his father. "Until you stop doing that, we can't be together. My health prevents me from communicating with you, not other people. That's the priority right now. You often became angry and shouted at me over some legal matter, although I have nothing to do with it. To paraphrase, I am your child, not your lawyer or your ex-wife. I am helpless, but you scold me as if the problem were mine. With each phone conversation, you were showering me with hatred and anger, an outburst of profanity, screams, and sometimes other words. I'm sorry, but that's not fair, and I refuse to be the one to bear the brunt of it. I finally reached the point when hearing your voice would cause me to have a panic attack. At the very least, you should recognize that I'm prioritizing my physical and mental well-being." Russell repeatedly calls Kimora a piece of crap who has stolen my money and the love of my kids. She did not take it in messages, the one management model published on Instastory. "It's too late. You blew it. Understand," Aoki said. "You lost it with your actions." Simmons added, "Your mother and Tim Leisner took what equals $250 million of my money," to which Aoki answered, "You are being blocked for not respecting my boundaries. Please don't bring up this case again. I've begged you a million times." Simmons stated that the native New Yorker refers to her mother, and her sister as bitches, and that communicating with him is like talking to a cruel child or something, and that he does not financially support her. "He stopped giving me money many years ago. Nothing has been given to me in years. Not even a cab trip for my graduation or birthday." Simmons stated in an emotional video that Russell has completely changed after he was forced into exile in Bali due to extradition restrictions, after being accused of sexual assault and misbehavior by more than 20 women. On the Record, a documentary on Simmons' Metu incident directed by Kirby Dick and Amy Ziering, debuted in 2020 on HBO Max to widespread praise. "He really acts like he hates and does not know his children frequently," Aoki said, "and some of us do think he is mentally ill or experiencing something like dementia. Before his media problems, he was an excellent father and shared parenting partner. He was close with my mother. We'd all stand up for him no matter what. but now he's turning on whomever would let him vent his frustrations. It's a very terrible transformation to see. The former head of the meditation and yoga app is now a vegan yogi. In contrast to his daughter's messages, GDAS shared an Instagram story in which his niece Vanessa Simmons wished him a